welcome. My name's Laura Karlin. I'm the artistic director of Invertigo Dance Theater, and I'm so excited to be talking about formulae and fairy tales with you today. I founded Invertigo Dance Theater in 2007 because I wanted to create something bigger than myself, and I didn't want to wait for permission to make the art that I wanted to make. I wanted to create community and connection through a blend of dance and theater, really through storytelling. And I wanted to pay artists, which is so important. So this year, we're performing Formulae and Fairy Tales. It's a new work, and it's based on the life and work of Alan Turing and his connection with Snow White. So it is about math, it's about queerness, it's about fairy tales and memory and artificial intelligence and death and reclaiming your story. So whether it's fairy tales or biographers or media narratives or someone yelling something at you in the hallways or on the street, there are so many ways that the world tries to tell us who we are and our place in the world. And this show, I think, is ultimately about telling our own stories, reclaiming our narrative. Invertigo has been working on Formulae and Fairy Tales on and off for almost 3 years now. We've had several creation intensives where the dancers and I get together in a studio for 1, 2, or 3 weeks at a time, and we play, we fail, we learn from those mistakes and dig deeper and create what it is you're gonna see on the stage ultimately. And now we're getting ready for the premiere with the final cast, and that's what you're gonna be seeing. The dancers and I work really collaboratively together within the artistic process. So I'm the creator and the director of the show, and any dancer that has worked on the show with us becomes a choreographer alongside me. So as the director, what I do is I come in with the big vision, the story, and a lot of questions, a lot of concepts. And from there, I think one of the most important things that I do is communicate that and then listen and observe and share the space with these incredible, talented people. And then from there, once their voices and their bodies have really been in the room and in the process with me, it's my job to help to shape the final vision that you see on stage. Ask questions, be curious, be brave, recognize that mistakes can be what yields the most interesting part of the process, so don't be afraid of them. And then create the culture in the room. So for me, the most important thing is trust and open communication amongst the people in the room, whether it's collaborators, performers, designers, everyone. So one of the things we do in rehearsal, for example, towards the beginning of the process, is everybody walks around the room together and tries to melt into the floor and out of the floor at the same time without anybody saying anything. So you have to really learn how to listen and see each other. And then eventually you find a partner and you melt into the floor and out of the floor with them. And then eventually the whole group melts into one another and out of one another at the same time. So we're really creating a culture of seeing one another, listening to one another in a very genuine way, with no ulterior motive other than to work together. So storytelling through movement is a technique, it's a workshop, it's a class, and it's really based around this idea that dance and theater are for everybody and for every body. That we all tell stories and we all have stories to tell, and that's done in a really individual way. So storytelling through movement isn't us saying this is how you do it. It's giving you permission, power, techniques and games and things to try so that you can tell your own story or a different story in your own way. And that's why I really love it. A lot of people ask me why I called this company Invertigo Dance Theater. The dance theater part is pretty self-explanatory. What we do is a real blend of dance and theater together. And why Invertigo? For me, I love that it's a made-up word. I made it up. And it feels like turning something inside out and being just in that moment between balance and off balance, and flipping things inside out and upside down to really look at stuff from a lot of different angles, different perspectives. And to me, that one of the things that comes through within the work that we do is this idea of transformation. Both bodies and objects can become really truly what they are, but they can also become so many other things. They can transform into other things. So for example, in Formulae and Fairy Tales, the dancers' bodies, their selves, their characters, they become students on a playground. They become memories. They become codes. They become spirals. They become characters in a fairy tale. So these dancers really transform into all of these different ways of being. And we do the same thing with objects. So an apple becomes a symbol of forbidden knowledge. It becomes, sorry, that's Lilo. Hello, Lilo.
Are you a story?
So this is Lilo. She's our company mascot.
Hi, Boo.
And so an apple becomes forbidden knowledge. It becomes forbidden love. It becomes literally an iPhone, and you have dancers texting on the apple. It becomes so many things. So that's an example of transformation. Just like Lilo also transformed this little scene by entering just now.